Let me show you all display settings that we have available on Samsung Galaxy A57. So first of all, we're gonna open the settings. Now, over here in settings, we should be able to go to display settings. There we go. And here we can find pretty much everything that is related to display. So we have the light and the dark mode. You can also go to the dark mode settings in order to create an automatic dark mode, so it can be activated and deactivated at a given time. You can also choose sunset to sunrise. Besides that, we can adjust the screen brightness, of course. We have the adaptive brightness, which is also known as automatic brightness. The motion smoothness allows you to choose between 60 Hz and 120 Hz. And of course, if you made any of the changes, then you want to tap on apply in order to save these changes and actually use them. Besides that, we can find the eye comfort shield, which is also known as the night mode or blue light filter, and it turns the screen to more yellowish. I actually have a schedule created, so if you tap on the eye comfort shield itself, then you can of course make some further adjustments. By default, we use the adaptive adjustment, but we can switch to custom, and we can choose the color temperature in here, so we can decide how intensive this orange or yellow filter should be, which protects your eyes, of course, at night. And let's actually turn that off. And of course, we have the schedule as I mentioned. Then we have the screen mode, so you can choose colors for your display. By default, they are vivid, but we can switch to more natural colors. In the case of a vivid colors, we have the white balance adjustment, so we can make our screen more cool or warm. But also, you can go to advanced settings and you can make further white balance adjustments, and you can adjust the vividness as well. All right. Now in here we have font size and style, so of course we can choose the font style, you can change the font that is used on your phone, you can also try to download new fonts if you want to. In some cases we also have the bold font switcher, so we should be able to tap on this switcher to turn it on or turn it off. And of course at the bottom over here we can adjust the size of the text, so we can make the text bigger or smaller. Then we have the screen zoom, which allows you to adjust the size of every element of the user interface. So we can make pretty much everything much bigger or everything smaller. There we go. Now we have the camera cutout, so you can show or hide the camera cutout for specific apps. So in specific apps, you might have the camera cutout hidden, if that's what you want or need. And most of the time it is automatic, so apps can decide if they want to hide the cutout or not. Next we have the screen timeout, and in here you can decide after what time of inactivity the display should be put to sleep. So if you exceed, for example, 30 seconds without interacting with your phone, then the display will be put to sleep. There is also keep screen on while viewing, so of course once this option is activated you can keep looking at the screen, and even if you exceed this screen timeout period, then of course the phone will not put the display to sleep. There is also the easy mode, which makes everything bigger, so this includes the text, on-screen items, and this is of course used in order to improve the readability first and foremost. Also, it increases touch and hold delay to prevent accidental actions, and it provides high contrast keyboard. So if you want to, you can of course turn it on or off pretty easily. There is also Edge Panels, which is a sidebar. We can actually customize the sidebar quite a bit. If we tap on the Edge Panels option itself, we can find the Panels option, where we can choose what should be available in the list of these apps, but it doesn't have to be just apps. We can also include contacts, tasks, and so on and so forth. As you can see, there are many different options. And of course, in the case of apps, for example, we can choose specifically which apps we want to have access to. We can also tap on these three dots in the upper right corner to find some additional options. And besides the sidebar itself, we can also customize the handle. So we can change the position, the color, transparency, size, and width of that handle. Also, we can, of course, activate it only in the landscape mode. And this only works for apps panel only. But, of course, we have that option as well. Alright, so then we also have navigation bar settings, which is the navigation style. So we can choose swipe gestures in order to navigate on your phone. And if you go to options, then we have gesture sensitivity settings. And in the case of buttons, we can find, of course, 3 buttons at the bottom of the screen. And in more options, we have the button order. So you can move the back button to the left side. if that's your preferred position for the back button. We can also find circle to search, which of course can be activated by pressing and holding your finger on the navigation bar if you use gestures, or on the home button if you use buttons instead. Afterwards, we have a couple of touch settings. So we have accidental touch protection, which protects your phone from accidental touches when it's in a dark place, such as a pocket or bag or purse or whatever. Any similar thing, of course. There is also the touch sensitivity option, which increases the touch sensitivity, which is especially useful if you apply a screen protector and the touch does not respond as well as it used to before applying the screen protector. So definitely worth using this option if, like I said, after installing a screen protector, you have an issue with the touch, like it's not responding too well. Then we can also show charging information, when the always on display feature is disabled or just not shown. This is of course when charging the phone. And there is also the screensaver. So when you charge your phone, you can apply a screensaver, which is going to display it pretty much all the time once the screen turns off. Also, we can switch between colors, device control, photo table, photo frame, and photos. And in the case of these photo options, we can also tap on setting in order to choose specific photos from your gallery. And that is pretty much everything that we have available in display settings. If you're looking for more visual options, you can find them by going to, for example, wallpaper and style. Here you can choose the wallpaper and you can customize the lock screen. We can also, of course, find always on display over here in lock screen and AOD. So if you're looking for that, then you can check that out as well. And that is pretty much it. Leave a like and subscribe.